Good morning. Figure I'm gonna work on this ramp today. First, I'm gonna put some of this on the tops of all these boards. From my experience of like fixing decks that have like rotten beams and stuff, that's usually what rots first, is because the water gets the top boards wet, it seeps underneath and gets in between the top board and the floor joist, whatever you want to call them. And that water that stays in between them and kind of stays wet for a while, that's what starts the rot. Stir that up real nice. All right, here we go. Just gonna use this little paintbrush and just we're just gonna go over just the top pretty much. We're just gonna keep on keeping on until pretty much the whole top is covered, looking like chocolate. There we go. It's pretty much what we want, just the top covered. You got lumber. Hadn't seen this in a while. One board and another board. That one under looks pretty good. 130 and a half. Good. Oh yeah, that board looks okay too. That one is a little. So I've been taking it easy for a couple weeks. Every year for like the past 10 years of my life, I've quit smoking. I haven't really smoked on the channel or on YouTube. I'm not trying to give them free advertisement and make it seem cool because I hate them. I don't know, it seems like every time I quit, stress and stuff happens. I end up picking them back up just as a stress relief. And I feel like I was born in the smoking section. I remember people smoking, all my family members and stuff, since I was a kid. So I always thought it was cool. I feel like it's kind of in my DNA, in my blood, and it's a very hard thing, it seems like, for me to quit. One time, I made it 8 months. So I literally felt like a non-smoker. I felt like I was never addicted to them. I remember the night I was out partying, was drinking some beers and having some fun, and my brother was smoking a cigarette, and I was like, hey man, let me have one of them things, you know, and I smoked one. You know, I figured I could just smoke a couple when I'm drinking and not smoke anymore, you know, and that theory worked for a couple months. Only smoking, like if I was at the bar or hanging out with someone and drinking, you know, I could smoke a couple and then wake up the next day and not really want one. And that was cool for maybe a couple of months before something stressed me out, and there I was stopping somewhere to buy a pack of cigarettes. Every year since then, the way I do it is I set a date. The first time I used my daughter's birthday, and I just meditated on that, just thinking about it, like I'm gonna quit that date, I'm gonna wake up and I ain't gonna smoke anymore. It worked. It definitely worked until I got weak or dumb or whatever you want to call it, and while I was drinking, having a good time, and decided to smoke. I just did that again on my birthday. I woke up on my birthday, I meditated up to that date, and I was like, I've done that like every year since then. I've quit every single year. Sometimes it'll be a couple weeks, sometimes a month, sometimes a couple months. The one time I made it 8 months. I think another time I made it like closer to like 6 months. It's just been a real struggle for me. It's been 2 weeks. I figured every time I start back smoking it's because I'm drinking beer. This time I meditated up until my birthday. The night before my birthday was the last time I drank a beer, last time I smoked a cigarette. And today is one of them days where I feel like I'm being attacked. I'm aggravated today, and I'm just trying to stay busy. I'm working hard and focus on this cabin. The cabin's been calling my name forever. So I'm just trying to get back to work and get used to not having those vices and work hard like I've been doing for the past year. Without that, I've been eating healthier. Yesterday, I think I ate like 3 apples, 3 oranges, a huge salad, made some French fries, trying to be better all around. Today I'm being tested. A birthday, I've been tested. Like the new generator. The starter went out on that thing. Then I went to pull start it, and the pull string broke on the dang thing. And then I fixed the pull string, and I went back, put it back on, and went to pull start it, and it broke again. I thought I'd share that for some reason, but all that happened, and wow, that was a challenge. All right, let's get back to work. Now that I got that off my chest. Anyway, I think what I was saying to you guys is I could use maybe a couple of prayers if y'all don't mind, you know. Help me get through this. Because I just turned 45 years old, and I'm tired of smoking, I'm tired of drinking and doing unhealthy stuff and risking me taking chances of not being around as long as I would like this little guy, you know. So I'd like to stay around, maybe build more cabins, do more crazy stuff, see this little guy grow up to do crazy stuff. So if y'all would want to take a moment, you know, pray for Knippy, it would be highly appreciated, because I'm real determined to get through this. Real determined this time. You know, sometimes when something makes you fall backwards, you gotta quit that one too, you know. So dang right. Put some boards on this thing. Pretty dry already. This stuff dries super fast. That's awesome. Boards on here, see what they look like. So we definitely have to cut the edge of it first. This is just gonna butt up about right there. Time for some French fries for lunch. This is about to be like my new favorite thing to cook right here. Well, it always has been my favorite thing, probably. Making French fries and cooking them in peanut oil. That's the reason it's new. Because yesterday was my first time ever making French fries over the fire. So we gotta cut us up some potatoes here. Cut these things in strips. You can cut them in any shape you want, really. I like them in long French fry strips. Natural French fries. Never frozen. I might do all 5. Make quite a bit. Might be all I eat. I don't know. I'm trying not to eat much. I've been eating way too much. I've been eating everything. I've not been eating well the past week. The past couple of days I've been eating good. The past couple of weeks I've been eating everything in sight. It's like every time I have a craving or something, I eat something. And that's not good, because you're basically trading habits for other habits, and that is not good. And I'm kind of getting through now. I'm trying to change it up a little and start actually eating healthier. Warm us up some peanut oil. Get this fry party started. Let's get us a cabin finished. Like a dang little jet engine blower. Get a little air. Holly kind of picked this out for my birthday. Country Girl paid for it, so I guess it's from Holly and Country Girl. My birthday gift. Fire blower. This thing is more than a fire blower. I mean, I use this thing to blow out my boots, blow stuff off my bed, work benches, everything. Freaking blows. Pretty cool. Pretty cool little blower. Oh yes. Dang right. Alright, we should be getting pretty dang close to frying temperature. Whoa! Oh yeah, she hot. Ah. Might have got a little too hot. Let me cook some French fries now. Try not to drop them. So I'm just throwing them on a plate like that with some paper towels to soak up the oil as it drips off. And next time I got to come up with a better way to get these out, possibly with something metal. Look at that. These are going to be amazing. I'd say these are perfect. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So I'm gonna sit here and enjoy my lovely French fry lunch, and then we'll get back to the cabin. I gotta get warmed up to this. It's been a while since I worked on this thing, but I think it is time. It is time. I think it was MJ Honnold sent me this tool. This is like a tool that you use to go around objects, and then you can put it down and actually trace the shape of it that you want to cut out. That's pretty cool. For this to work, obviously I got to cut some of this off and clean this up. And there's our mark for the side there. Okay. This one's going to be 5 1/4, I believe. I'm just going to go from the actual wood. Is that what I did? Yeah, I went from the actual wood part past the bark, so the bark's going to stick out. So I'm going to go 5 1/4 on this one. I'm going to go like this. That should be the shape of the tree pretty much here. Like that. So then we got our 2 inches here. I'm gonna have to do some playing around with this, but I'm gonna go 2 inches. All right. So that's pretty much gonna be butted up against this. About right. So from that edge out, all right, so there's a little bit closer view of how we did this here. So I just kind of put that up that flat edge there to my flat edge, drew that line. So I just kind of have to meet these. I don't think that needs to be perfect. It's just going around this log. To be able to hide that. It ain't gonna look like a can. This is gonna have to do it right there. And if I need to, I can stick this piece back in there. Yeah, that'll be all right. Stick that back in there. And then this piece, we'll have to cut it. Stick that back in. But there we go. So we're gonna take off the least amount as possible. We're gonna do one at a time here. You're definitely gonna cut some straight lines. Lots of sawing to do. A lot of ripping. And it would help if I would make some sawhorses. I don't know why I haven't made any sawhorses yet. It's just so much going on. That I haven't taken the time to make any, but that might have to happen in the near future because that would make life a little easier. But we'll make it work. One down. Like that. All right. One straight edge. Alright, here goes another one. I'm going to take off the least amount as possible of these things. Like literally go all the way out to the edge as close as we can to that bark. Dang. possible. Sure we got solid wood there at least. There we go. Dang right. Let's do another one. Right on it. I don't know about this bowed one. I don't think the bowed one's gonna work, so I'm gonna have to set that one aside. I got two more, so two more should be plenty. So I'm gonna get rid of the bowed one. Use this one for something else. I'm not sure. I mean, some of it's not bowed. I don't know. It's just the board, right? That's just bowed because it kept getting rained on. That's what happens when it keeps getting wet and drying and wet and drying. It wants to bow. So that's why it's important to keep it dry. And I got a bit skinnier one that I'll cut and have that up near the wall because it's big, nice ones. Kind of pretty. out there moving. There are some wolves and bears and stuff around here. Mountain lions. Oh yeah. We need one more board, and this board right here should be perfect. Actually, more than big. I'm gonna have to actually cut it down to make it fit in here. So now I think I need to maybe go ahead and screw these 3 down to where I want them permanently. Then I can have this one butted up, have my other board maybe already under this board, and then I can just mark my line of where I want to cut it. About that. Oh, damn it. That one cracked all the way up. That's the way it's gonna stay too. That's one reason I actually like putting down fresh boards. Milled them, and then pretty much right away I was putting them up while they're wet. There's one good thing about doing that. That way you mount them. They're super flat, they can't move, and then they dry like that. That is one good thing about building with wet lumber. People try to say the opposite, like you have to let the lumber dry and cure first, but then they bow. A lot of them you can't use. So in my opinion, if you're doing siding or top deck boards and you're actually milling the lumber yourself, I think you are better off actually using wet wood to build with. Then it actually dries and cures where you mounted it. So if I would have put this board on here right after I milled it and it was wet, it would not have cracked. It would just stayed and dried just like I put it, because it's flexible when it's wet. I let this dry for months. You can see how it cupped a little bit, and then that cup, when I screwed it down and straightened it, it caused it to crack. But this crack is just gonna be what it is. I'm gonna sand it just like it is. I'm gonna do a little bit of sanding on here, not too much, just a little bit, and then put a clear coat on this to protect it. It's kind of sad, but it is what it is. It's staying like that. Let's move on. I'm gonna cut a straight edge on this other board, kind of like that. put that up against the wall flush. We're gonna have this board on top of that, and I'm just gonna draw my line down this board, and then I'll cut that other cut just like that, and it'll get in there. And wow, the walk ramp is gonna be done. That. Now we're gonna lay this board down. Hope this fits. I think that blade is dang near done. Oh, it's trying to cut crooked on me now. That's in there tight. Hopefully it don't crack it. That's all right. Look at this, pretty much all screwed down. Oh my gosh, this is just nice and solid and just amazing. Could maybe add wood here going down maybe to kind of hold some in place on this side. Pack it in maybe some clay or whatnot with some gravel and just kind of make it where it's a smooth ramp at the end with clay and rocks or dirt and rocks or whatever, something to kind of make it flush. That's my idea. Got this little piece and then we got this piece. Let me cut this. Do this without cutting my fingers off. tough on the elbow there. Put 2 in there, really hold it down. Yeah, I didn't mention that. The generator, that big generator is literally like pull starting a car. It had so much compression that one time I pulled it and it just jerked back and got my wrist and my elbow. And y'all already know I've already had problems with my dang elbow and my wrist. So yeah, it is what it is. Hey, that don't look bad. We got the ramp done and it looks great. It's worked out. This is great. I'm very happy that I finished this. I don't know what time it is. It's definitely dark and I feel like I did a lot of work today. That's quite an accomplishment. I was kind of thinking I would have this part done too. Should I keep going? I need to see what time it is. Alrighty. Look at that prettiness. Oh yeah. Who loves it? I love it. Oh yeah. What's up? Oh. Getting it in, boy, getting it in. Oh yeah, getting it in. Ain't right. Ain't even playing tonight. I guess if I'm gonna stay up all night and work third shift, might need me another cup of coffee. Well, a couple more. We got that board down. Oh, and it decided it wanted to, decided it would just crack all the way down the middle. So that board became two boards, which I guess that works, whatever. All our batteries are looking a little deadish. Oh, no, still got. Oh yeah, it's just 1.2. That one still got some life. Two lights, 2 bars. That one's good. Earlier I put one big battery on the charger over there and one small one, and the generator has been running the whole time. So those might have some power. And I think I have one fully big one charged, big one like this, in my trailer over here. So I think we might still be able to keep going a little bit longer. So really all I have left to do tonight is just to finish the porch and the walkway here. That is the goal for tonight. So I need a board. We're gonna go ahead and do this outside, kind of like we did that first one. We're gonna go ahead and do that one, get that board down and across. Seeing how I kind of overlapped this board and drew my line. Once we have this board cut out and we know exactly where we want it, we'll put that board down, put that board over it, draw our line, cut it out, screw them down. I did like I pretty much said I was doing. I cut around this. I put a board under this board and marked it where I needed it cut. I cut it, put it in there. So now I'm gonna put a few screws in these to hold them down real good. Hey, the deck and the wall clamp is pretty much done. And I worked on this thing like all day and all night. Good thing the cabin's got light. We gotta finish the porch up here, add our board up there to that part of the porch. Keep going and work on the handrails up here, finish that up, put our bar up here, and then after that, handrails over here, we got to do that. Right here in the front here, this is going to be really cool. This is going to be something fun. I mean, I think we've told people before, but I'm just gonna hold off on that. But dang, this thing is starting to look nice. I love the porch and the walkway. Oh yeah. So thanks for watching, y'all, and hanging out with me, listening to me vent and lose my mind, because I'm trying to beat these habits that have been beating me forever. Stay tuned. We got some more stuff coming after this cabin. Hopefully we'll still be alive and kicking to build another one. You know what I mean? And we can still hang out. Have a good night. I'm so beat. I'm ready to go to bed. Dang right.